Welcome back. So we have one of our favorites and longtime guest on the show, April Sins from Rouse's. You're a dietitian over there. April, welcome back. I'm so excited for what you're sharing with us today.
Yes, me too. Thanks for having me. We are going to be talking about some healthy seafood cooking methods. And right around this time, a lot of people during Lent are looking for some different options, maybe in the seafood area for those no meat days,
Yeah.
where you're looking for something, meat replacement. So a lot of times the seafood that we choose might be fried or boiled, and those are okay for occasional. But there's a few ways that you can actually cook seafood where you have the taste, the flavor, but still have the health benefits of the seafood. And
Okay.
so that's what we're going to talk about. So one thing we need to know is, when do we know that our fish is done? Because we don't want to overcook our seafood. And so when fish is flaky and cooked in internal temperature of 145 degrees, that's how you know it's done. That's what I'm going to be cooking today, is some fish.
Ooh.
And one of my favorite things to get is to get some frozen fish, because the clock's not ticking automatically when you bring it home. So if you buy frozen fish, you put it in the freezer, and then when you're ready, then you can cook it. Another thing too is to make sure that that whenever you're cooking like your shellfish, that you cook it to the appropriate color. So like when you're cooking your shrimp, you want it to get to that nice pink color. But steaming is a great cooking method for a lot of things. And
I would
if
have
you're
never
like
thought
me,
of that for steaming.
right, I know. Steaming, I know. And if you don't have a steamer, because I don't have a steamer, you could just put some water in the bottom of a pot and then, just kind of steam it
Yeah.
like that with the lid on. And then grilling, if you marinate your seafood, grilling is a great cooking method as well. And then today we're going to pan sear. And
Ooh.
so I have this fish, and I'm going to go ahead and start this in the pan. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper on my fish, and I'm just going to cook it. And then we're going to make a sauce to go along with it, and some asparagus
I'm
too.
excited.
So,
I wish you were here so we could share a meal together.
I know, me too.
Well, I am
Yes.
excited to hear the rest of this recipe. April, you're going to be coming back to finish up this Lenten recipe. Great stuff. You guys don't want to miss it at home. Let's go ahead and check in with Adam.
Taylor.
Welcome back. We are checking back in with April Sins. April, that fish cooked really quickly.
It really did. It's a really quick cooking fish. That's what I love about fish and seafood. You can literally make dinner in minutes. And so it's really super family friendly. And so what I did was I seared this fish on both the top and the bottom until it's nice and golden brown and flaky. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take it out of the pan, and I'm going to bring it back to the pan in a little bit. But we're going to make a sauce. Now, this is going to be a lemon and garlic sauce.
You had me
And
at
we were just talking about, I know, two of our favorite ingredients, lemon and garlic. I mean, you just can't go wrong.
You really
But
can't.
what we're going to do is we're going to keep that same pan, okay? So we're going to take those little bits, and we're going to do something called deglazing it, where we're going to actually add a little bit of broth. I have some vegetable broth. You can use vegetable, seafood, whatever kind of broth you like. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull those flavors from the fish that we've already added to the pan, to add it to that good flavor in that broth. And then what else we're going to add is we're going to, of course, add our garlic. And so I have some minced garlic right here, which is about a teaspoon of minced garlic, and then our lemon juice. So I'm just going to squeeze some fresh lemon into the pan and just put a nice amount of juice in there, just to really give it that robust flavor. But you can also add some lemon juice when your fish is finished cooking, and that's going to really give it a nice flavor profile too.
Overall,
and then I'm
this
going to add.
Super easy.
It's so easy. It's a lot of these things you probably have at home already. And this is some dried parsley that I'm going to add in here. Now, if you like a little kick and a little spice, I have some hot sauce and some red chili flakes. Okay. So so you can add a little bit of that, but if you're not into that spiciness, you can always leave that out. And just a little bit of butter. And so what this butter is going to do is help our sauce kind of thicken, and we're just going to mix that around in the pan. And then we're also going to add some vegetables in there. So we're going to throw in some asparagus. And the asparagus is going to cook in the sauce and really absorb a lot of those flavors. This is so good.
Oh my gosh, it looks good.
Oh, yes. And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to add our fish right back into the pan, just at that last point to kind of just heat it back up with all of our ingredients. You could pair this with like brown rice or, like you were talking about some bread,
Naan.
some garlic
Yes.
bread.
Oh, that'd be so
You can
good.
pair it. Oh, it'd be so delicious and
Well,
super quick and easy. And then it
yeah,
comes out to be just this
it's
fantastic,
perfect.
really, yeah.
I
It's a
think you
really,
gave
really
dinner
good
ideas
dish.
for everybody in Acadiana tomorrow. I think some people are going to be trying this, April. Thank you so much for sharing this super easy recipe.
Thanks so much for having me. It's so fun.
We're going to post the link to April's recipe on our website, klaf.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.